Let's move to the next part of this ethical practices in all thing, which is important for you now, research misconduct. So there are three things which you have to be mindful. Well, there is a long list of things, but these three are the fundamental one: fabrication, falsification, and plagiarism. I'm going to talk about plagiarism a bit more. Here I will just introduce. So fabrication is making up results and recording them as if they were real, right? There are a lot of things going on around the world, not just in Pakistan. In Pakistan, we may have some odd examples, but it's more common in psychology, in medical sciences. People come up with make-up results, telling that it's from the research, but actually it's not from the research. For so many reasons. For example, people may come up with telling coffee is really good for health. Some company who is sponsoring that research would, influence or make bias in bringing that result so that their product gets sale. I'm not telling that it's actually happening. It may be, I don't know. I haven't researched that, but I'm just telling you. People come up with the result to support something, to support some interest group. Then falsification, manipulating research material, equipment or process, or changing, omitting or surpassing data or result without justification. So people, manipulate the things, try to get what they want to have to support their theory. As I mentioned, if you find something which is different than what other people found, it's not that you have done something wrong. Don't doubt yourself. Check why you found it differently. Come up with an explanation. And that may lead you to something very useful. Right? So that may be your contribution to the literature. It's not necessarily that what everyone else has found, you should also find exactly the same thing. In particularly in social sciences, behavioral sciences, policy making. It's not necessary that what is true for US should be true for us or for Europe. We call it best practices. Best practices for them. For us, we may set an example. What is best practice? So you have to be careful about that. Then plagiarism. Plagiarism is more like using someone else's work and presenting is it your work. That's a crime. That's a theft. It's more like stealing something. So stealing. So that's very important. Fabrication, falsification, and plagiarism, so-called FFP categorization. So that's the serious violation, really serious, which should be avoided at any cost. Beside that, we have some unacceptable practices as well. Some of them I already mentioned: manipulating authorships, self-plagiarism. Some people, once they have some established theory in their field, what they do, they recycle their old studies and come up with a new study. That's also not considered as a good practice. Today's world, we have a lot of tools available that would remove that plagiarism stuff. Like the tools available for checking plagiarism wouldn't identify that thing, but it's not a good practice, considered a good practice. Similarly, withholding research results, you find something which is very disastrous, which could affect someone, but given your conflict of interest, you hold the findings of that. So that's also problematic. And then exaggerating the importance and practical applicability of findings. Sometimes you want to put more importance on your research and you start coming up with exaggerated importance of your work. So all these are minor level of issues, but the first three are the major one.